Folks, you heard it here first. SMU, youtube.com/the college experience. Hop on over there. We got slides. SMU is in Raleigh taking on the Pussy Pack, and SMU is a 3-point favorite. Nope. I will be locking up the Pussy Pack. Get this bullshit out of here. SMU is not. I know we rag on the ACC often. SMU though was never that good in the AC. So that's why I took Louisville. That's why I took all these teams. Mac, what are you doing here? Want to battle?
No, not with SMU. I'll join you. I'll join you on the lock here. Give me a NC State. They're coming off a couple losses too. So I think at home, SMU's been counterfeit on the road. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised at this line too.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
Take the Pussy Pack to get this done. I think you just ride this on the money line, right?
Yeah. What's it? Plus 130. Yeah.
Yeah. And Nathan Cerna is completely right. Peter Lucas was down at a kitchen grill. Yeah, it was closed. It was closed. Don't worry. I talked to our people over at Lucas. It's good. The fucking mayo is in town. I don't want to sit next to that filthy, crime-ridden shitbird. You know what I mean? Like, we took a night off from Lucas. It's okay. My sister Teresa, she couldn't even make it down. She couldn't get out of state, turns out. She has got this shit on her ankle. I forgot about that last night when we did the show. That's probably why we didn't hit. All right, next up. All right, Bieniek, are you in this?
Stay tuned for the ad read, because on this game that both Mac and Colby like, I'm going with a player projection over on Underdog Fantasy. So it'll be anti-SMU. That's my teaser there.
Washington just hit their first 3 of the game. God damn it. Finally, 1 for 12.
Shout out to my guy, Charles Walker. No Jack. We're working with Lil Woodford here.
Oh, matching, baby. Yeah. Let's go. It's going to be
there we go. Well, I felt good about the games today. All right. It started with the Pussy Pack. And if I'm saying bet on the Pussy Pack, that means you bet on the fucking Pussy Pack. Next up. What if I told you I have a lock here?
What is this game?
North Carolina A&T. My guy Terrell Furman Jr. graduate. Check out the NBA Gambling Podcast. Hell of a good guy. They're at Stony Brook, New York, taking on the Seawolves. And, you know,
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
But not bulldog and fish, because I'm locking up Stony Brook. I'm going back to the well. Lay the one. Let's go.
Take it on the money line. It's going to be a 1-point game.
You're not touching this?
Oh, you know I am. I love Stony Brook. 0-7 versus 0-8, everybody. Let's fucking go. Get that Flow app going. 12 o'clock. This game should be at 9 a.m. Let's go, Stony Brook.
Double lock on these Seawolves.
This game's hilarious. They got to win this one, though. I mean, if you can't beat North Carolina A&T on the money line at home, I mean, we got to have a talk.
Yeah. Next up, Campbell is at Hofstra. Hofstra's laying 6. I will not bet this game. Give me Hofstra -6.
Who knows what the fuck we're going to get in this game is my honest opinion. Give me the points. I have no bet. I can't figure either of these teams out. They can look so good one game and so bad the next. Both of them.
Jared Bush is cracking me up here, man. I mean, it's not an issue to laugh about, but it is still funny is funny. And if you know comics, there's no off switch. So I believe that's the way we should live life personally. Hilarious comment. Next up, Pitt is at Syracuse taking on the Orangemen. Pitt's laying 7.5. We can do this.
Them last year.
We can do this, dude. we can do this.
Why are the frauds laying 7.5?
We could do this. We can do this one.
Hughes. Let's go,
I'm
baby.
on board. I'm on board. Let's go.
Money line it.
Syracuse plus 7.5. Let's go, Orange Man.
There's rumblings. There's some friction in that Pitt program right now. People might be checked out.
Georgetown is at Providence. If you just saw me on the sports gambling podcast on VSiN, I was talking about this one. I am all over these Friars. Georgetown's young. They're not going to win 2 road games in a row. Providence minus 1.5. The hate will win, unfortunately. What are you doing here?
First battle of the day. Ed Cooley's going to go in there, complete a hell of a week. Sorry, Providence. You guys suck with Kim English. Let's go Hoyas.
Nope. Battle. Dundee on the Friars. Mac on the Hoyas. All right. We are on early tonight. That's because there's 7 bajillion games going on here. Next up. Harvard is heading to Norfolk, Virginia to take on Norfolk State. Good game.
Howard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Howard. My bad. I see the H sweatshirt. Now I just assume it's fucking Harvard. No, Howard I like Howard much more than Harvard. As a university, much better than Harvard, in my opinion. Norfolk State lay at 9. I'll take the points, man. And you can talk me into a lock here because I just think 9 in a rivalry game here. It's a big number.
Yeah, I kind of love Howard. They just lost to 2 D2s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did they rest guys? They were rolling before that. They were undefeated in league play. Then they took it on the chin against these 2 D2s. Bounce back into big number. Yeah, I'll lock up Howard.
Let's go. Bisons. Let Bisons be Bisons. Bieniek. All right, let's go with these Howard Bisons. Next up, shout out to 66 McMafia. You guys are great entertainment. Appreciate you. Let's go. Siena is in New Rochelle. Take it on Iona. Iona's laying 4. No. Give me the Siena St. Bernards and my guy. I think they can stay within this number, perhaps win it outright. I'm just not going to bet it though, because this conference fucks with me.
Especially on a Saturday. Yeah, give me the points. Iona's a hard team to lay points with and have confidence in.
Yeah. Next up, we got free money going on in the Carolinas. South Florida, these Bulls are going into the Coliseum. Take on these ECU Pirates back from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back from Wichita. Swept that road trip like we do every goddamn time. And it's an easy play. We set out to defend our name, and now we'll never be the same. Never be the same. You gotta let that sax hit. Don't battle me here. You're just getting away, buddy.
I get no bet.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna lay with DCU. I don't know why I trust Schwartz, but no bet here.
Next up, Greensboro. What is this? What the fuck is this? Greensboro's laying 7 in Lexington, Virginia. It is a Saturday, so all those Keydets gonna be in uniform.
They have a red out for this.
Shout out to Pedro Chavez. Appreciate you, Pedro. Appreciate you tuning in live, man. He said first timer to the live show. Usually listen at work, man. Where's work, brother? Where's work, man? and appreciate you, man. I mean, this one stinks like all the other VMI. I feel like we should lock Greensboro. I just feel like Greensboro is like 25 points better than VMI. But what's going on here? What are we doing here?
I mean, they're coming off the 23-point meltdown against what's her name, Mercer. I don't know. VMI's been fucking with these teams. I think Greensboro's the side.
I think it's the side too. I think we should play.
All right, let's do it. We'll dive into it one more time. VMI.
I can't. If VMI wins this game tomorrow, objects will be thrown. Objects will be thrown. All right.
It'll be 4 in a row for the Cadets. Yeah, it feels like a Greensboro 50.
Next up, Northern Iowa's in Terry Hawk. You'll shoot your eye out. Indiana State is catching 2.5. Nope. Give me Northern Iowa minus 2.5. Stinky line. Will not bet this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this line reeks the Valley. Give me the points, no bet. Indiana State's been ass since the new year.
Marist is laying 8.5 in Buffalo against Canisius. The Golden Griffs.
Ugh.
Give me the points. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points. Not a lot of analysis here.
UMBC. This system. What system still intact?
God,
okay.
Is this the shortest the line's ever been with them at home?
Injuries. They got injuries.
Fuck those injuries. Vermont's gonna kill them.
I'm with you.
UMBC's off the fucking crazy comeback.
This part of the system is you just got to blindly just go. Vermont minus 6.5 against these Retrievers. And you're right. They are, after that crazy comeback the other night, second road game in a row.
Here's Pedro again, Colby, by the way.
Painting contractor, happily painting college basketball experience on bathroom walls. There we go.
Man.
Hey, I appreciate that. Anyone else out there that's painting, please, if you can, paint, subscribe to the college basketball experience, take a photo. I will personally send a sweatshirt to anyone that paints. Subscribe to the college basketball experience, but it can't be a little fucking finger painting shit here. This has to be a legit on your
Colby
fence.
wants a mural.
Oh yeah, that too. If you own a fucking liquor store, the back wall of your liquor store. All right, subscribe to the college. Any of that, I'll send a sweatshirt to, and anytime I'm in that city, I'll stop by, and I'll. I mean, not that that's such a great thing to stop by. That means I'm going to drink all your fucking booze and ask for a discount. But still, we'll hook you up. We will be there at some point. I promise you.
Pedro is saying that he's a Northeast Ohio guy too. So I'm hoping that it's a Youngstown State Penguins fan and not that of a Bucknuts fan. But if you are an Ohio State fan, I'm just happy that the trophy stayed in the rivalry, and you guys will just come hand it back to us in Ann Arbor and next November.
You're not happy they won. Stop.
Yeah. Such lies. Such fucking lies. He's sitting there lying through his teeth. You know, he's worse than the fucking mayor that was at Luga's today. Shout out to Sean, first live show in forever though. You means you were here one time. Glad to see we convinced you to come back. Appreciate you. Yeah, smash play, double lock. Next up, stop it. Detroit is getting 13.5 in the Fairborn, Ohio. They say the heartbeat of America. Bieniek. I mean, we have to bet Detroit here. That was a horrible beat the other night. That was a horrible fucking beat.
They've already played this year. I think Wright won by like 9 at Detroit.
So you're saying that we should stay away based off that?
I'm staying away.
Not me.
I think Detroit's hit the wall.
Get yourself an IV. Get yourself an IV for that wolf bite. Since when? I'm so confused. Why do you have a wolf when you're the Raiders? I guess a pack of wolves raid? Is that what they're trying to sell? Bieniek? You've been to Fairborn, Ohio.
Are you putting me on the Google AI investigation tonight again?
What are they doing here? What is this wolf shit?
I'll be
on
back
the
in a
Raiders?
minute and that.
Thought those were pirates. Thought we're supposed to do that. Are they stretching a wolf pack as a raiding bunch? We need a deep dive on this. Yeah, give me Detroit though. Let's go. Western Carolina. This is, I think, the first time all year Citadel has been favored.
You do not want to know the reasoning for the Wolf. I'll just say that.
Uh-oh. My first thought is something horribly racist that America did hundreds of years ago. Or maybe this century.
He just
I don't,
says it and disappears.
I mean, that when you say that, that's the first thing I think of is like, ugh, this had to be something horrible. Western Carolina, though. The Citadel, I can't recall a time this year that the Citadel was favored.
Yes.
Um,
I'm gonna bet Citadel. They're 0-7. They're playing the 1-6 team. Now or never, Citadel. You got to win your game.
I can't bet this. That's you. That's you. Money line Mac locking up the Citadel. Wright State's university mascot is a wolf to represent more gender neutral symbol for the university. The university's previous mascot was a Viking, but it was retired in 1997 because they raped and pillaged. I've been saying this shit for a million fucking years. You take the Redskins away, you take all these other ones away, but the goddamn Minnesota Vikings are out there. And there's only a gigantic history for hundreds of years of them raping and pillaging, but we just give it a pass. Wright State, hey, I mean, what? It's still stupid. No one's watching your basketball team and making the connection to raping and pillaging. I don't think, but you know, we're a dumb fucking society. So, Citadel lock.
The team's investigating this too.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot motherfuckers.
What a dumb fucking society we are.
Can't fix stupid quick, I guess.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with the Wolves. So fucking dumb. What a dumb world. Yeah, Moneyline Mac. Speaking of dumb, he's locking up the Citadel.
Let's go. We're proud Americans. They don't fucking think of all that other
I'd be willing to bet if you asked. We should call our guy Derek Stevens, who owns Circa, and I'd be like, "Has anyone placed a bet on Citadel basketball this year?" And I bet you tell us no. But hey, Mac's going in.
Let's go.
He's laying the 1.5.
This is the one.
Lock it up. Next up, Mississippi State's in Columbia, South Carolina. Mississippi State's laying 7. I mean, I'll just keep taking South Carolina plus the points at home. Give me the 7.
I'm going to bet on Mississippi State. I think that was a dream crusher the other day. I think Hail State has not played well. They take it out on them. They've already beat them by 30 this year. I think they're licking their chops here. I think Hail State blows them out.
Bieniek, you're here.
I'm coming in the lock battle, Mac. For that exact reason that he just pitched why he's betting Mississippi State. Hail State hasn't played well, specifically on the road. I know it's Auburn and Tennessee, but they've literally scored 66 and 56 in their last 2 road games. They're 1-3 straight up in their last 4 here. The one win was an overtime win in the rivalry game. South Carolina has been close, but no cigar multiple times in the SEC. Give me a Mississippi State team that systematically struggles to score on the road. They might have a good pop-up game with some good offensive pieces, but I'll take South Carolina. They've covered this number in 3 of their last 4 games. I'm with Colby. I think they're due to get one outright win. I mean, this to me seems a lot better of a situation than last year's Missouri team. Cocktail Napkins got it at 4. I'll bet it.
I'm going to stay away from the wager. You guys are battling.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
We got a battle in Columbia. Mac on Mississippi State. Bieniek on these Cocks. Shout out to Pedro. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that the Cleveland Indian was named after the first Native American to play baseball. But once again, I'm sure 12 white women got together and they changed that name, even though it had a great fucking message behind it.
Bunch of Elizabeth Warren.
It's just fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, in 150 years, they're gonna look back at us and say, "What the fuck were these people doing?"
The
idiots.
Yeah.
The one that I'll like say, okay, maybe they've got a point. Is that Indians logo though? The Chief Wahoo logo with the neck.
No, it's a great logo.
If there was one logo, it'd be like, that one maybe could change.
No
that
way.
was it.
I'd leave it up to the Native American. Ask them. Vote.
I think the Redskins logo was good. The Blackhawks
of course
logo
it was. It was designed by a fucking Native American.
The
That's what I'm
Blackhawks
saying.
logo
It's the dumbest
fine.
shit.
Yeah,
The
cancel me,
Braves logo
bitches.
is perfect.
Cancel this, bitches.
The Braves logo is totally fine. Like I have no issue at all with that.
I
They
would
better
just
not
say
do away with that. But
poll the fucking people, ask them if they're cool with it, and okay, there you go. But you keep the names because you're honoring a fucking Native American. They are a gigantic part of the history of the fucking country. You don't just get rid of all the fucking names. It's the dumbest fucking logic I've ever heard in my life.
Why do the white people make the decisions for the Native Americans? I never understood that logic.
Dude.
I think the Chief Wahoo logo ruffled some feathers, but other than that, all the other logos, I think you're totally cool with. The name the Indians is totally fine, but I think the logo.
I can't say the Chief Wahoo. I don't know, but I know this. I have done stand up at like probably 15, 20 Native American casinos. And one of the first questions I asked the booker, because we normally have a cocktail or two. And I say, dude, I got to ask you, are you offended by the Redskins name or any of the other Native American names? And he's like, fuck no, dude. I've never had them tell me once that they were offended. Now that doesn't mean every fucking Native American is, but I can tell you this, think about this. You don't want to delete their fucking history. You want us to pay attention to their history so we can learn from our fucking mistakes, right? And pay homage to, their people. It's fascinating to me that we're just like, no, get rid of every fucking Native American name. It's like, why? Then no one's going to fucking remember them. We should remember them. It's one of the to me, the ultimate like surprising things that I would have not seen as we move forward as a society, that I just think in 100 years, I think they're going to look back and say, these people are fucking retards. So anyway, and except for the retard thing, they won't be saying that in 150 years. That will probably stay. But still, some will. Bucknell is at Boston. The Terriers are laying 1.5.
Should we take Boston?
Yes, we should. Why are they favored? They've been blown out of every game recently.
I like Boston. Let's lock it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Terriers, get it done.
They're doing this league.
Double lock on these Terriers. Anybody watching this game right now? I got it on right here. Let's go. Donaldson's battling us. He's battling us.
Let's go. Boston, the Terriers. It's our team.
Jacksonville is at Queens. I think we should probably bet Queens. Are they? When's the last time they lost back-to-back home games?
I don't know, but I like them taking them against Jacksonville. They've won 5 in a row here, coming in hot. I think Queens pops up here. Let's go.
Double lock on Queens. Pedro, get the scotch, brother. Let's go. Seton Hall is in Omaha. Creighton's laying 15.5. Lay it. This is a 30-point win right here.
I wanted to take Seton Hall, man.
Not me.
Creighton just came off a back-to-back big-time road trip. I think Seton Hall is...
Dude, I was thinking about Patino's comments, kind of like shitting on Seton Hall having no money, and they're the worst program in the Big East for money.
Yeah.
I kind of think the team is like listening to that and being like, yeah, we do kind of suck. So I honestly think there's something there.
I'll do it. Give me the big number with the dog.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up, Seton Hall.
This would be a sleepy spot for Creighton.
Next up, this game is at the Garden. For some stupid reason. I love games at the Garden, but a conference game? You're going to throw in a conference game, Rutgers?
Mac likes it at the Garden for some reason. He was circling this game the other day.
Well, because last time they played him at the Garden, it was lit for Rutgers.
I think you want this game in the rack.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd prefer it in the rack, but I mean, I don't think it's as bad.
Do it as a non-con. I mean, just don't play Michigan State Rutgers. It's like Penn State at the Palestra or whatever, or Wells Fargo. Play it on your conference game should be played at your college stadium. All right.
Yeah. And the visiting team is excited to go play in the Garden. You're not gonna,
100%.
Izzo sucks in the Garden.
Yeah,
he's like 4-12 in the Garden. They said.
I'm taking Michigan State -5.5.
I'm locking it.
Locking Michigan State undefeated.
Yes.
Oh, battle Rutgers outright. Sparty's
I'll get in on this battle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on Michigan State side though, dude. I think we got a battle. Bieniek, Dundee on Sparty, Mac on Rutgers.
So
right. What's up?
I'm just my argument. I think they're still valuing a Rutgers home environment when I think Michigan State is going to have a good contingent traveling for this game. And I don't think Rutgers defense is good enough, quite frankly. So I think Michigan State's going to be more scrappy. They're going to be up and ready to go because this is at the Garden. And I think they win it by 9. Cocktail napkins got it 8.5. So yeah, I would bet it up to 9.
I will say this though, if we're comparing the swordsman Bieniek on the screen,
well, you didn't choose the right Sparty logo.
I was going to say this guy looks slightly drunk and unathletic, where the other Rutgers guy looks like he can kind of fuck shit up, and he's got the steel going on everywhere.
For wearing armor.
Hey, you know what's funny is actually Rutgers has been better away from the rack this year than at the rack in conference play.
Not tomorrow, buddy. Not tomorrow.
Oh yeah, this Michigan State shit's fucking over. They haven't lost since Memphis and Maui. They're losing tomorrow.
Nope. Miami, Ohio's at Akron. What's this line? By the way, get ready. At the end of this,
this is undefeated, man.
There's about 80 slides without lines. By the way, so you're gonna load up. What's this number?
Akron's laying 7.5, man. And I like the Miami of Ohio story, but I think this is hey, we're the top dog in the league. Akron smacks them.
No, I'll take Miami, Ohio.
They are brothers. They're stepbrothers. Steele and Gross.
I'll take the points, but no bet. You're betting this?
Yeah, I think Akron's going to smack them. I think Akron's a step up from them. Miami of Ohio gets them at home. Yeah, Akron makes a statement tomorrow.
Bieniek, why is Akron the fucking Kangaroos? Is that a play on the gas station or something? That's the only thing I can I have no idea. I'm probably going to sound really stupid with that. Isn't there a kangaroo gas station? I feel like I've gassed up somewhere at a fucking kangaroo gas station. And I know they used to play at the Rubber Bowl, which was fucking tires, Rust Belt, all these fucking cars. Bieniek, there's a reason why your parents got that house for $3,000. What is the reasoning behind the kangaroo? Wow. Seeing a comic strip of a fighting kangaroo. That's what's hilarious. 1953. It must have been. We got to remember, there was no stand-up comedy back then, so they just killed it on this comic strip of a fighting kangaroo.
that's such a Maxion reason. We thought it was funny.
That's just so great. It's I just picture people. Oh, you got to read this. Look at this. Fantastic. I actually appreciate that one. And I hope it stays forever. All right. Yeah. Moneyline Max locking that up. I'm going to take Miami, Ohio, but no bet. Fucking Sacred Hot is heading to Lewiston, New York. They take on Niagara Falls. What is this line, Mac?
Whatever it is, take the points. Niagara plays a two-point game every game. Sacred Heart's getting a 1.5. So actually, maybe we can't take the point. Give me the 1.5 with Sacred Heart. Niagara wins by 1.
I'll take Niagara to win by 2. Let's go. No bet. Next, New Hampshire. Heading to Lowell, Massachusetts. What is this number, buddy?
Sorry, I just saw CJ Sullivan come on the other TV. I think it's like 14.5 is what I saw earlier.
Shout out to CJ Sullivan. If you haven't seen the stand-up, he's in Boulder, Colorado right now. That's my pal, man. Yeah.
What do you see this? I think 15.5.
I'll take the points.
I'll take the points too. Lowell's not the same team this year, man.
Next up, fucking Dartmouth is in Providence, Rhode Island, taking on these Brown guys. What is this line?
This was like 8 earlier, I believe. Yeah, Brown's laying 8. Give me Dartmouth.
I'll take fucking Dartmouth too.
Cocktail Napkin loves Dartmouth. Plus 2.5. What are we missing here?
Oh, sorry, it's 5.5. Read the wrong
Okay,
line.
that makes more sense.
I'll still take Dartmouth, but I'm not betting this game. No.
Yeah, give me Dartmouth.
There's 149 games. I'll pick others.
Okay. Monmouth is in Williamsburg taking on the Tribe. William and Mary, it's okay to be the fucking Tribe though.
Seriously. Bill and Mary's like 8.
I mean, I'm glad they're the Tribe.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I don't understand. There's zero consistency in this shit. You know what I mean? Like there's just everyone's a fucking moron. That's why we drink. That's why alcohol and marijuana and every other drug will always be fun. Is because the world is stupid. What does my guy say in Spaceballs?
All retards.
Good will try. Good will always, or evil will always triumph over good because good is dumb. What's this line you said?
8.5.
I'll take the points.
Same. You know me, man. I like Monmouth. Bill and Mary by 7.
Keith Landry saying William and Mary's school name is technically gender neutral.
Ridiculous. Fade.
Monmouth burned us, but I like them here, right? I like them.
That fucking shit the other night was brutal against Elon. Oh man, I'm so pissed about that game.
Cornell is at Princeton. Princeton's laying 3.5.
I like Cornell.
I do think Cornell's better than them. I'm with you. Give me Cornell.
I'm gonna lock Cornell.
We should bet this. I'm in.
Princeton's been playing with their dudes.
I'm in. Let's go. Take 3.5. Sprinkle the money line. Hey, glad to see so many people agree. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate the fucking chat. Next up, Oakland is in Moon Township.
Bob Morris is a favorite finally.
What is this number? I'm fading them. What is this number?
Bob Morris -2. I'm all over Oakland.
Yeah, I'm taking Oakland too.
Can't be.
We gotta bet this. We gotta bet this. We gotta bet this.
Them at home already this year.
We gotta bet this.
Back. Yeah, I kind of like this game.
Yeah, let's go. Double lock on Oakland. Next up, Ryder. It's in Hamden, Connecticut, taking on the Aqueduct.
This game.
The Aqueduct's laying 9.5. Give me the moving company.
Yeah, I don't lay 9.5 in this league. Give me the points. This fucking guy for UCLA is a giant. You like this kid? He's fucking huge. The more and more I watch him, he is fucking. I mean, goddamn, he gets his hands on fucking the ball every other possession. Good God,
what?
Corey Maggette in Illinois State.
Is that Mata? Ade Mata?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big foreign kid. He's fucking. I like it. Every shot at the rim, he's fucking tipping around. It's like, goddamn,
dude. You think this number's a little steep? I know it's
Yeah, I want to bet
Peoria.
Illinois State.
I
Yep.
was thinking the same thing. Give me Illinois State plus 9.5 at Bradley. Double lock.
They just had a great road trip coming back. Yeah, I like the spot for Illinois State, Fade and Bradley.
Next up, fucking Holy Cross is heading to Baltimore to take on the Greyhounds of Loyola. What is this number?
Loyola, I think it's 1. I don't even. Yeah, 1.5. Shocker. Every line in this fucking league is 1.5. I don't even know why I look it up. Loyola laying 1.5. Let's take Holy Cross.
Yeah, I'll take Holy Cross as well. I'm sorry, I got Commandos on one of these screens, and it's just.
Why is it always? Where's CJ at right now? Is he in Vegas?
No, he's doing stand up in Boulder, Colorado right now.
Okay, because it always looks like he's in a hotel, and I see the fucking.
Well, he is always in a fucking hotel because he's doing fucking stand up. Yeah.
He also chooses green screens half the time with a piano in the background.
Yes.
I know CJ doesn't own a piano.
His coffee machine's in the background, and I'm looking at his little hotel room.
Shout out to the great CJ Sullivan. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, folks. Next up, Lipscomb is in Conway, Arkansas. What's this line?
This is 12.5, and I kind of want to bet Central Arkansas.
I will not bet this game, but I'll take Central Arkansas.
Music. I think that's too many. I think Central Arkansas is a little bit chippy as a big dog, and Lipscomb, they kind of play with their food, in my opinion.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Bears of Central Arkansas. Shout out to Nick. When am I coming to Colorado? Yeah, I need to again. I was there last year.
I'm just gonna tell Mac. I don't think Lipscomb plays with their food. I'm gonna disagree with him on that.
Who have they blown out? Bellarmine. Bellarmine
West
doesn't count.
Georgia by 19. Bellarmine by 34. Austin P
Central
by
Arkansas is better.
28.
They play
I
with
don't
their
know if I'm putting money on that.
Well, then battle me.
Lipscomb coming off a 10-point loss to North Alabama in a battle.
They
for
got
first
beat.
place
I
in the
watched the
conference.
entire game. They got beat up in that game. They got punked in that game. That was a physical game.
And you think Central Arkansas is going to beat up Lipscomb in this one?
I think it's a sleepy spot, and they're beat up.
Central Arkansas is young. There's no way they're being physical.
Well, then take fucking Lipscomb. If you got all these fucking reasons, battle.
All right.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to play it
Well.
because there's 149 games. But yeah, this is a battle. Cocktail Napkins got this at what? Where am I at again? I lost my fucking spot. 15. So yeah, why not? If Mac wants me to jump in on a lock battle, I'll kick him.
We got a battle in Conway. Phoenix. Saying ride with the Bison. Max saying roar with the fucking Bears.
What are we picking this game at on the show?
12.5, right?
All right, that sounds good.
It'll be lit there. Not.
No.
That I can guarantee you, it will not be lit at this environment. I saw this place the other night. I was like, good Lord. There are 7 people in attendance.
They will all be at the Arkansas Razorbacks game.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, that's late.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Helms 22. Says, when are you coming to Wisconsin? You know, a few years ago, I did. Shout out to Landon Renard and a bunch of other great guys that came out. I was doing stand up in Milwaukee. I'm on house arrest though. Like when you have a child, like it's like being on house arrest.
Hey, you got a parent.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's very hard for me to like go out in the world right now. It's like I don't know. It's just I will get there though. I promise you that. We will get there soon, I would say. Like in the next year or two, I will be there. Next up, Winthrop is at High Point. High Point's laying 9.5. And Tyrone, I will definitely let you know. Maryland will be before any of those just because I have family there. Appreciate you, Tyrone. I will take Winthrop plus 9.5.
This one I'm going to lay with High Point. I actually think maybe this is a High Point get up spot. Finally getting High Point below double digits.
You betting this?
Nah.
Okay. Next up, Iowa State's in Tempe, Arizona. Arizona State's catching 9.5. Give me these Sun Devils plus 9.5. Bobby Hurley, come on. You're lucky I didn't bother you during the football game when I was 16 Jamesons deep. All right, you were there. I saw you. And I did you the decency. All right, I did you some decency of saying, you know what? I see him with his Deer Park water. I will not go bother him. 16 Jamesons deep.
You can play the battle music. I'm going to take the Clones here. They already got their loss out of the way last week. Let's go Clones.
Where is this? There we go.
They do have
What is
Arizona.
best in life? Crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
We got a battle. Mac on the Clone. Dundee on the Sun Devils. Let's go. Next up, Columbia is at Penn at the Palestra. What's this line?
I'm distracted by this fucking game that's on crack. Columbia laying 4.5. Give me the Quakers. No point. No bet.
I'll take Columbia minus 4.5. No bet. No bet at all.
We came in such conviction. No reason. Just go. Give me them. I have no idea. It's perfectly placed line.
Delaware is in Philly taking on Jacksonville. Your boys, these fighting blue hens.
Hey, fucking dumbass logo.
I'll take your blue hens now. This is Philadelphia is like part of Delaware. No one from Philly will ever agree to this, but it's weird. You're in Delaware. You drive through Delaware, and randomly, like Philadelphia comes up.
That whole fucking place is a shithole. Fuck Philly. And fuck Delaware. That state sucks ass too.
Hey, there's no tax though. There's no sales tax, which I do appreciate that. All right, don't let Uncle Sam fucking into your life. All right, Delaware plus the 5.5. What are you doing here?
I think we should take the point. I mean, Drexel's actually off. No, wait, they lost at Northeastern. But I'll tell you what, man. I'm starting to put the CAA up there with the fucking Horizon. I have no feel in these games. This league's kind of a shit show, man.
I mean, yeah, I'm not locking this either.
Delaware people in the chat, you guys didn't read between the lines.
Oh no, they're quoting Wayne's World. They're quoting Wayne's World here.
But
it's a movie. Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
No bet. Harvard. No, I got it right, Bieniek. Harvard is at Yale. We got to bet Harvard here. This is a fucking rivalry game. This is a fucking rivalry game.
So we did the pregame show. We were doing look ahead lines, and I said, all right, and I will give out Colby's first two locks. Detroit plus 13.5. Harvard plus 13.5.
Yes.
And
dude, this is like one of the most heat. Look, I talk a lot of shit about the Ivy League, and I have my reasons, right? They pretend like their shit doesn't stink. However, I do appreciate that this is a legit rivalry. This is like they actually go to a Harvard Yale football game, basketball game. They fucking pack the fucking place. I'll take the 13.5 lock.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the points in this game every time. But yes, I called it.
Double lock on Harvard.
There's one other 2:00 game I know you're watching, and it might be next.
North Florida is at West Georgia and Carrollton, Georgia. What's this line?
It's not this one. West Georgia is getting 7.5. I kind of think we should take the points. North Florida had a big win the other night.
I'll lay it though. I think North Florida's coming back to what they were. No bet.
Points, no bet. I've had enough with West Georgia. I like the story. It was fun. It was cute, but no thank you.
St. Louis is taking on the George Washington Colonials. George Washington's laying 1. Get this bullshit out of here. Give me St. Louis. All right. I am so sick of these Colonials. All right. Pretending like they're somebody. They're changing their name to the fucking Revolutionaries. All right. St. Louis gets it done. You can talk me into a lock.
I kind of love St. Louis here. I think it's a good spot to your point. I think they're the better team. I still think they're undervalued from earlier in the year. Yeah, give me St. Louis. Oh my God, fucking Washington.
Perfect. There we go, Bruins. Lock battle win for Dundee.
This
makes me 2-1 on lock battles tonight. You better start thinking about yours, buddy.
Game ball, UCLA.
God. Give a fucking dude. He didn't even pass the fucking ball. He just dribbled into a 3. Oh my God.
Shout out to Frank Moore, who said I made 12 grand in 6 hours while you dudes are trying to bet.
Good for you.
Yeah. Very proud of you.
Right. Good for you.
What? What's this supposed to mean, Frank? All right.
Cheers, brother.
You want to tip us $100?
Yeah.
All right. Do us a salad. All right. Send a prostitute to Bieniek's house. Something. All right. Contribute back to society. Damn it. All right. Yeah. St. Louis double lock. Let's go. Love the Steve Buckants reference, Clark. Next up, we just need some Phil Chenier. That was my guy.
Mac just hit Ceto ejecto from that chair there.
Onions, fucking backdoor at 5.5.
Oh, I got 4.5, buddy. We're
Oh,
good.
hey, cheers.
I got 4.5. There we go. All right.
Oh, I can't believe that covered. I had way too much money on that. That was a stupid bet. That wasn't even fun to watch. You guys fucking suck, even though you won the bet. You fucking cowards.
Yeah, loved it too. A lot of people on Washington.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
puppies organized.
This is one where you normally say get the line early. This is one where you say get the line late, right? Wasn't this 4.5 all day today? Wasn't it 5.5 last night?
Yeah. So I think on the show we did 5.5. Then this morning 4.5, and then right before the game back to 5.5. Of course, it lands on 5. Hey, it's rigged.
Shout out to our guy Jared Green for giving us $10. Jared, you're the fucking man, brother. I read your text. It was relayed to me. I hope you're good, man. I hope you and your family are good, man. And I hope to see you out in Vegas. Although I have my doubts on your wife letting you go to Vegas for a second time after Cody Frazier was passed out in the studio. But dude, I'm grateful, man. And this is a big one here. IPFW at IUPUI. Ooey pooey. The Metros. This is Metro night, is what Jared's referring to. What is this line, Mac?
I think it's like 8. The problem is their name changes, and I'm trying to find it. It's like 8.5, right?
Someone Bieniek, you got
8.5,
this?
8.5 on the dot.
Sorry, I'm distracted by this Trevor note here. It's pretty significant news. I thought he was out for the entire year.
Did they just announce that right now? How many minutes will he play?
Oh, dude, that's the dude that got injured in the SEC title game.
He broke his ankle.
That was like the worst injury of the year last year.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he's coming back like this soon. But yeah, Cocktail Napkin has some value on IU Indy here at 5.5.
IU Indy, say their fucking names, dude.
IU Indy?
No. Look, you can't be changing your fucking names. All right. Rule in college sports. You can't be changing your fucking names. Work?
You're going to your retro uniform with a new name.
Yeah, no, it's all bullshit. You can't do this. You can't do this because we get used to calling your name, and you can't just randomly do this. You can't just, especially like I don't even understand the reasoning.
Yeah,
No.
I looked it up, Trevor. I saw it from Gainesville something 5 hours ago. So yeah, that's legit. It just adds to the depth in the front court there for Florida there. I don't know if he's going to play a ton tomorrow, but we'll see.
Give me Uwe Pooey in the points. And can anyone direct Frank? Shout out to Frank Moore. I don't know.
I kind of think Uwe Pooey's going to get drilled. I'm betting Fort Wayne. They just got their big win. They beat Gottlieb by like 30 the other night.
That's a big win.
They don't win much at Fort Wayne. It's year one.
I'm not going to bet this game. Mac is betting the Elephants of IPFW.
Sorry, Jared. Love you, man. Like the unis, though.
Next up, Buffalo, Eastern Michigan. What's this number? I'm betting
Lock.
Eastern Michigan.
I don't care.
6.
Yeah,
Lock
smash
it.
play,
Lock it.
triple lock on Eastern Michigan. You see what's happening ever since the feds are looking into him. All of a sudden, they got fucking Isaiah Thomas and Dumars. All right, like all of a sudden they're looking incredible. This is smash play. They hit on the money line the other night. Let's go. Triple lock on these Eagles.
Battle.
Can you imagine that? By the way,
Fucking
battling
Mac's
you.
battling here.
with Buffalo,
I am battling you.
They're the second worst team in the MAC.
The attention's off them. They got the 2 big wins as a dog.
No,
Now
that
they're
attention is
going-
not off of them. That Temple shit lasted for like
They
weeks.
are under
Yeah.
the fucking scope.
Buffalo's going to
right
fuck
now.
them up tomorrow. Buffalo money line.
No. Alt line.
Horrible play. Horrible play. We got a battle. Mac is on the Blue Bulls. Dundee Bieniek on the Eagles. I was thinking about this randomly this morning as I was eating my cereal. I was thinking about, can you imagine if you're EMU, like even if you're not connected to the, if you like someone probably tipped off somebody to bet that ridiculous bet or ridiculous bets plural. But can you imagine like the other players, all of a sudden you got the FBI looking into your shit? This would be horrible. This means you're gonna play. You're gonna play hard too. This is smash spot. Eastern Michigan.
And also like these were first half bets. So if you tank the first half and you start out losing by 15 in the first half or whatever, the overall power rating gets bumped down. And if we're looking at just the last 2 games that we've seen from Eastern Michigan, where they've beaten Bowling Green by 6 on the road, and then they beat Ohio by 7, who's one of the better rosters in this conference. You can't, you have to throw everything that you've already seen from this team out the window. And they're getting one of the worst teams in the MAC in Buffalo. Last year, they were the worst team. So I don't know how strong the Bulls' schedule has been so far this season, but I just think you're getting a couple of inherited points on EMU. And there's also a crowd out there that's like, oh, I'm fading Eastern Michigan right now because they're under this FBI investigation. So EMU.
Yeah. I love the spot. Next up.
I'm the one that called them out. I said this needs to be under investigation.
I've been all over this for years, Mac. I've been calling them out for years.
But I called the exact game. When I saw the effort,
No, but it's been happening for fucking years.
Yeah.
It's been happening. Like
Eastern Michigan should be the best of the 3 Michigan branch directional schools. And they're
Monty
not.
Bates. Hey, this is leg 3 of your bets that I gave out on the pregame show.
Well, yeah, you got Rhode Island heading to Philadelphia.
Rhode Island gonna get fucked up here.
And I'm sorry I didn't put this on the slide because with 100 and some slides, but I will load up my, as you can see, this is saved on the computer. You can see it up top. Fran Dumfrey. Look, there's a shipment of goods coming in. All right. And it begins with LaSalle at home. And I understand he let us down. He's upset about that too. So he's talked to his team about that. You're only as good as your product is. And that's why we got to take LaSalle. There's a smash spot. They're going to win by double digits. How many times have I said smash spot? But look, I mean, you really going to fade this guy? I understand we hit this every time. You say, oh, this fucking show does it again. But I think we're on to something here. That's a guy that knows the line. He knows he let us down in St. Louis. And this is when we bring home the cash. Sometimes you got to lose to win. Long Island did this tonight. You got to lose to win. So Vegas fucks up your odds, and then you can throw a bunch down. You with me, Mac?
You got to. Oh, absolutely. Actually, I really love LaSalle in this spot. I think Rhode Island's overrated. I think they've had some great wins at home, entertaining fashion. But like I said in the preseason, me and Bieniek got an argument over Dunphy. Dunphy, better, less with more, baby.
Agreed. So,
more with less. Whatever.
Clark is right.
I've been having Woodford.
Fran is a man with a particular set of skills. He is. All right. Binghamton, the golf course, is catching 13.5 in Smithfield, Rhode Island, taking on the Bryant Bulldogs.
All right.
I'll take the golf course. It's got to be able to stay within this number. What are you doing here?
I am betting Binghamton. I listened to Martelli Sr. tonight talk about how good Bryant was on the fucking Bonnies and VCU broadcast because his son's the coach at Bryant. They're undefeated, sell high. Let's go, Binghamton. Bryant they drop a random game every now and then. They're due for a bad clunker. Yeah,
I'm with you.
Go.
Give me the golf course plus 13.5. Shout out to Kwame. He just touched down in New York City. Make sure you hit fucking Luger's. It's not open tonight. But it's open. Hopefully you're there for an extended amount of time. It was the Sharks are swimming, baby. Enjoy New York City. Love fucking New York City. New York City is, man, a lot of good times in New York City. Might move there someday. Next up, we got Boston College in Chapel Hill catching 19 fucking points.
Don't let me do it, Chad. Don't let me bet this sorry ass fucking team from the Northeast again.
Man, I really feel like we should bet it though.
They're going to lose by 20. We need to investigate them. They're on the take.
Wouldn't be the first time. There's a documentary about this.
Oh,
Henry Hill, the fucking guy from Goodfellas, was connected to BC on the take back in the day. I'll take BC no lock unless if I'm winning, if I'm up on the day, I am pulling the fucking trigger. So be prepared tomorrow.
Listen, you're only allowed to bet BC or Miami once in a day. It won't be BC tomorrow. I will lay off it. Maybe I'll bet Miami late in the night.
Next up, Tulane, the Green Wave, are in Houston, Texas, taking on the Rice Owls. What's this number?
Rice is favored by 1.5, and I think we should bet Tulane. I think Tulane's a better team. I think they're playing better basketball.
Aren't they good friends?
Lanier
Aren't they
and
on the same staff?
Hunter won the NCAA tournament game, got the new job, Tulane, and then Lanier went from Rick Barnes' assistant over and replaced him at Georgia State.
He wasn't an assistant.
I don't think he worked for him.
Okay.
But Ron Hunter's a dog here.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tulane regardless, but I was potentially hesitating on the bet because I thought their friendship, maybe if you know how the bastard thinks.
I think you are right that they are friends. I mean, Lanier's been a high major guy his whole life. He's been at Tennessee, Texas with Barnes, Florida, Virginia, Texas again, Rutgers. Was Ron Hunter an assistant there at 1 year maybe?
I'm going to take Tulane as well.
Yeah.
L. Ron Hunter. Don't forget Battlefield Earth we got going on here. Let's lock the Green Wave because, especially with it being in Texas, because
I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of it's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
What am I looking at here? Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Bieniek, he replaced him when Hunter left in 19 for Tulane.
Look at that grind, by the way. Look at that grind. Look at that fucking grind. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Double lock on Tulane. Next up, Kentucky is heading to Nashville on that fucked up court. I'm locking up Vanderbilt money line. I think Byington. I think Kentucky doesn't get up for this because it's Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Crazy thought. How about the fact that Vanderbilt is the much better defense? They are 10-1 at home. Yeah. Top 20 in steals too. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, Kentucky's had the week off since dropping the egg to Alabama, but I think Kentucky's also overachieved in year one under Mark Pope. I think maybe toe-to-toe roster-wise, like, isn't that far off.
Well, you know who's on deck too, right?
Tennessee.
They're at Tennessee, which is a real rivalry.
Yeah. I think Vanderbilt's going to beat them.
I
don't
do
think
too.
I know it's Kentucky and Vanderbilt. I don't think the rosters are that much different.
It's like plus 125 or plus 130 in the money line. I just talked about this on VSiN and Sports Grid.
Vandy.
Vandy. Let's go. Storm that fucking court.
I mean, do you agree with that? It's like when I watch them, there's not that much different in talent.
I agree. Byington too is like Signetti 2.0 here. Yeah.
I mean, Kentucky has a bunch of portal guys. So does Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Folks, what to tell you, the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em is one of the biggest menus in all the sports, and Underdog is always making it easier to win with Profit Boost and Gimme Pick'ems. They got college hoops, they got college football, they got everything else too. NFL, MMA, NBA, NASCAR, CFL, MLB, everything you can think of. All right, UFL. You can now use specials and boost on all flex entries as well. So sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code TCE SGPN. Bieniek, what are we looking at here?
All right. So for the 149 game college basketball mega slate, 3 picks to win 6x your money. Use that promo code TCE SGPN to get that bonus up to $1,000. Jason Edwards of Vanderbilt. We just talked about the Kentucky Vanderbilt game here. We're going higher than 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Both of these teams, Vanderbilt and Kentucky, want to run. And Edwards, albeit one of their better players for the Commodores, has not started a ton this season, but he has started the last 3 games, and this projection has gone higher than 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 3 of his last 4 games. Then we're going to go to Oregon State's Michael Ratai, higher than 18.5 points. He's averaging 20.5 points per game in the WCC so far through 8 games. He's Oregon State's number 1 guy. He's shown up in a lot of these big games so far. And Santa Clara has the 3rd fastest tempo, 3rd most possessions per game in conference play in the WCC. So I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities for Michael Ratai to go higher than 18.5 points for the Beavs here. And then the final pick in this pick'em is Mustafa Amzil, lower than 15.5 points and assists. He's playing for New Mexico tomorrow against UNLV. They are on the road at in Las Vegas. UNLV typically does a pretty good job at controlling the pace. I went and looked at a couple of their games. New Mexico kind of fluctuates depending on their opponent. Lower than 15.5 points and assists is 4-1 in Amzil's last 5 games for the Lobos. He's kind of second fiddle to Donovan Dent. And if this game is more in the 60s rather than 70s and 80s, there's a very good shot that this is coming through. 3 picks, 6x your money, promo code TCE SGPN for a deposit bonus up to $1,000.
Let's fucking go. And Brett F, I don't know where you live, brother, but I'll tell you this. This is the quarterback sneak. If you can't bet college props, that's like at your traditional sports books. Underdog Fantasy is that play action fake, man. Get in there. I'm telling you, a lot of places where you think you can't, Underdog Fantasy, this is why they kill it, man. Because it's not known. They don't have to file the same paperwork. I'm kind of talking out of my ass here, but I know I'm right because like I don't know how they get around that, but they do. They do. So jump on over there, check it out. Promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud partner, Rhythm, is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps revive bettors of all levels. The ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. Look, you can sit back and copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. You'll probably cash in, be good. Or you could build your own like myself, and Rhythm will adjust around what we like. And you better believe that the college basketball season is heating up, and Rhythm is the competitive edge that you need with their data-driven predictions for every single NCAA basketball game. You'll be more prepared to bet men's college basketball than ever before. So hop on over there. They got the brand new app. You can track everything: NFL picks, NFL props, college hoops, NBA. Rhythm has it all. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back.
For what it's worth, if Brett is truly in Pennsylvania, as one who went to school there for multiple years, college player projections in this case are not legal. So that's one of the very few states that Underdog is not in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That might have been then too. I don't know. We read the ad, but I can tell you this. That's kind of I know this because in California, when I lived there, that was a great play you could do where you couldn't touch the props there. So there's certain states that can. Just check it out. Next up, Texas A&M is in Austin, Texas. What's this line at for you?
It flipped.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't want to read it. Because when I was on the show, so it's the Longhorns laying 1 or 1.5.
1.5.
I'm gonna bet A&M.
I think you're getting cute if you bet Texas. I watched Texas. We were on Texas the other night against Missouri, and I thought it was fortunate to get across the finish line. I think A&M's going to start playing better and better with Wade Taylor. I think A&M sweeps their ass.
They got him in football.
Yeah.
This is the revenge.
Yeah.
Double lock. The buzzsaw is buzzing tomorrow. Let's go.
Better coach and a pick-em. There might be more. There might be as many A&M fans here.
I feel good about it. I don't know about that, but I feel good about this.
Those A&M fans are fucking crazy. They'll travel to that one.
Yeah, but that shit will sell out, man. They haven't played on the hardwood in fucking 15 years or something. So, and I agree with you, Liam. Wade Taylor is one of the most underrated players. Upstate, my darling, South Carolina Upstate. Heading into Farmville, Virginia. What is the spread?
Dude, Longwood's laying. I looked at this just a minute ago. Longwood is laying 12.5, and I am going to bet Upstate again.
And I'm going to as well.
Longwood's off 2 big wins.
Dude, Upstate is better than they're a darling. I don't know that I've ever gotten a game wrong with Upstate. I got to hit up Teleside. I think I'm like fucking like a 10-0 or 11-0. They're better than what the market knows them as.
Upstate won their outright last year. It's like a 16-point underdog.
Let's go. NAU is in Moscow taking on Idaho. What's this line?
My boys, Idaho. It was like 1.5 or something.
I'll take Idaho. Let's bet Idaho.
I think Idaho's a lot better.
I think they're a lot better. A lot better.
Northern Arizona's phony.
And it's back-to-back away for NAU. They were in Cheney the other night. Let's go Vandals.
To further your point, it's the second of 4 straight road games, and the next one for NIU is Northern Colorado.
App State is at ULM. Don't pay attention to this line because I fucked this up. But what's this line?
It's 11.5. What do you think? Take the points?
I'll take the points. No bet though.
Yeah, no bet.
Yeah. ULM's that bad where they could lose by 20.
Yeah.
Wasn't App State just undressed by Arkansas State too?
They weren't necessarily undressed though. That was a chippier game than I thought it was going to be.
It was a physical game.
Yeah. Green Bay is half at. How many wins are we at now with Cleveland State?
Like 11.
Unfucking believable. It's like the best story going on. No one's talking about it. You turn on CBS Sports, turn on fucking ESPN. No one's talking about Cleveland State winning 11 straight. And that's why I don't watch that shit.
Do you guys want to know?
I guess I do because I know what they're talking about.
Do you want to know the cocktail napkin number on this game?
What's this?
9?
22.5.
Ooh.
Cleveland State though, they have Fort Wayne next. So
You know what to do.
Cleveland State, right?
No.
Dude.
They've won like 20. They've won 12 in a row. They're not good enough for Green Bay here. Every time Gottlieb has got over 15.5, he covers. When he gets over 15, you take him. He covered against Milwaukee. He covered against Drake. Both those teams are better than Cleveland State.
I just got to say, I was just jotting down shit earlier today on like what teams do I think have cost me the most money this year. Green Bay was pretty high on my list.
What's their money line tomorrow? Just out of curiosity.
Plus 800 I'm seeing right now.
Ooh,
Green Bay, number 1 team in luck rating per KenPom in the Horizon League.
You mean unlucky?
Sorry, Cleveland State, number 1 team. I said that incorrect.
Oh, they've been lucky. That is true. I'm locking Green Bay. I told you when it gets above 15, I take Gottlieb. No radio show.
I'll join you.
Focus. It's a weekend.
I'll join you. I'll fucking join you. Give me the 15.5.
I can't wait for this to be a 1-possession game the entire game, and then he still loses by 13, but we cover.
Next up, we got the likes of a battle, in-state battle. The Salukis of Southern Illinois and Chicago taking on UIC.
Taking the old bet here. I'm locking up Southern Illinois.
I was thinking Southern. I'm not going to lock it though because UIC's been playing pretty damn good lately. But give me the Salukis plus 6.5. You're locking it?
Yeah, I'm going to sell high on UIC. They've been fun. Give me Nagy and company involved here.
Yeah. Mac locking up the Salukis. Keith, there's not many UIC logos, so I don't have the luxury. These fucking bozos have like 3 logos in their history. At this point, just someone designed me one.
One of the other versions is just UIC, the letters. So
there's certain schools as the slide master. There's certain schools that just don't do a new logo. Like Harvard. Harvard's one of the shield and the H has been there since like fucking, I don't know, since like 1776, I feel like. And they just like, we're never going to update our logo. And I can kind of respect it. But the UIC one is bullshit though, because it's that flame. They updated it enough because it's that flame from like a 90s video game. This is like Mario. This is like you're trying to get the princess, you're fighting Koopa Troopa or whatever the fuck, right? Like that's the flame you're seeing. Yeah.
Is this a gender neutral one too?
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Flames. He's flaming.
Yeah, that was a slept on part of Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't come for Mario Brothers. Because they're like, oh, Mario and Luigi are just trying to get scattered ass. They're all chasing the princess, trying to get that ass. No one ever talks about that. No one ever talks about that. It's a classic story. It's almost like a Shakespeare fucking story right there. Bieniek, you can get rid of the 1,000 logos of UIC.
Yeah, get that flaming shit out of here. Let's go. So look at that dog. That's a dog. That dog's barking.
Let me ask you something. Between Mario and Luigi, who do you think Princess really wanted? I think Luigi might have been the one. I think Mario.
I mean, women always, women always fall for the bad guy, the bad boy. So she liked Bowser.
So what are you saying, Bowser? Bowser's coming in laying that dick.
She enjoyed getting captured by Bowser in every fucking form of the video game that they ever.
Wait, but that was Koopa Troopa.
She liked Bowser.
Does that count? Is there a difference on that Bowser? I guess he was one of the guys. Why Luigi? He had his hair. He was taller and slender. Like Mario looked like fucking Paulie from Rocky. You know what I mean? Like I don't think
Mario's fat ass. Yeah,
I've always wanted the Rocky spinoff of Paulie. Burt Young, played by Burt Young, who's dead now. Rest in peace. I've shared cocktails with Burt Young, and let me tell you, the spinoff of what happened in Burt Young's life or Paulie's life would have been a great fucking movie. Stallone, you're still alive. We can write this thing. I know you don't have him, but just you can make it's Hollywood. You can make it happen. I think Luigi. Mario though will eat her ass. Luigi won't do that if I had to guess. If I had to guess, Luigi's just trying to lay the pipe, go back, do something else where Mario is like, he will go the distance, Anyway, I hope that was a good analysis of Southern Illinois and UIC. Marshall is in Statesboro, Georgia, taking on Georgia Southern.
Let's go back to the well.
What is this line?
Marshall is laying points. They're laying 3.5, and Georgia Southern is going to win outright.
Yes, 1,000%. How many points?
This is the same line as Georgia State, but Georgia Southern is better.
Much better. Much better. Southern double lock.
Fufu cover for Marshall the other.
8-1 Trey. No, that was Georgia State. Georgia State. Economically, they kind of pair these two just because it's easier to go from Atlanta to Statesboro and then they come back, And
economically and geographically.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the economics, I'm sure.
Fucking old Bieniek back there.
I'm just saying the princess thing. Nowadays, how do they make Mario Brothers? You know what I mean? You can't be that obvious that he's trying to get scattered ass. Now he's just trying to get the fucking box of bananas or some shit. You just, you know what I mean? They have the bananas. They got the coins he's always getting.
I mean, the monkeys have the bananas, but
the fucking little
Mario.
Patty C has a great story of back in the day when he was at JMU. Like him and his buddies got wasted and went. They knew someone at a they knew someone at a go-kart place like that worked there.
Oh, there we go.
And they went as characters, and they were pegging each other in the face with fucking bananas and watermelons and shit. They had the little watermelons. So like you're driving and everyone's going as a different character. And from the way he describes it to me, I wasn't there, but like you're just taking a banana to the fucking face and like can you imagine getting hit with a watermelon? Like even those mini ones, that would be a motherfucker. Rob Donaldson, you're cracking me up. Anyway, double lock.
My weapon of choice would be those little tomatoes that they put in salads. I'd be able to fucking whip those things.
Oh yeah, man.
Those would be coming in at 50 miles an hour, along with you driving 15 miles an hour with the cart, 65 miles an hour. Wow, bam.
That's true. I just enjoy the fact they really did that shit. Like someone was princess, you're getting a fucking banana thrown at you. You know what I mean? Like a real banana. Why is this not a sport, by the way? They need to turn that into a real fucking sport. That's more entertaining than some of this other bullshit.
Have you heard of the sport whirly ball? It's kind of like that, just no items that you're throwing at people. But you're in go-karts. It's a high life stick with a wiffle ball. And you're throwing it at a target. Awesome game.
Yes, I have not heard of that, but hey,
Look it
shout out
up.
to Brad F.
Very fun.
Bedbug Eddie. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that Mickey Rourke movie that I can't think of right now. Fire movie, The Pope of Greenwich Village. Check it out. Texas State is in Jonesboro taking on Arkansas State. Arkansas State's laying 7.5. I will lay the 7.5. No lock though.
I'm gonna lock it.
Yeah?
I love my Red Wolves. I think they're good, man. I think they're the real deal. I didn't think they played well the other night, and
That was an emotional game though.
It was, but I didn't think they played well. I like them to roll here. I don't think.
All right, I'll join you. I'll join you on this one.
Stayed over.
Give me these Red Wolves. Lay the points.
You know what? I'm gonna triple lock this too. Let's go.
Oh.
Trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball.
Sorry, I didn't mean to press
Cocktail
that.
Napkins got it at 12.5. I was a little hesitant with Arkansas State coming off the App State game, but I'll join you.
Let's go.
Triple lock on these Red Wolves. Let's go. Shout out to the great Robert Martin. Next up, New Mexico's in Vegas taking on UNLV. What's this line?
3.
I'm gonna bet UNLV. How I know I didn't do the show the other night because it was my birthday, but how great was that fucking Wyoming money line call?
Oh, it was fantastic.
How fucking great was that call?
This is what Vegas does. They play down
Yeah.
to their competition. That's why they won't go to the NCAA tournament, but they'll win this game. They beat San Diego State on the road. They beat Utah State. They're going to beat New Mexico. They beat the good teams.
Double
What if
lock.
UNLV's this year's New Mexico?
We said that last year. I don't think Kruger can win the tournament, though.
Yeah, but I mean, New Mexico was fucking around and losing to everybody, and then they just went on a run in the Mountain West tournament. Mountain West tournament's in Vegas.
Well, I mean, it's been in Vegas. They always should.
I know.
Well, they don't have fans. Have you been to
I know.
Vegas? Vegas is all transplants.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying like you're sleeping in your own bed.
Yeah.
San Diego
Fair.
State actually usually has like the home court.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna lock up UNLV. Mac, you with me?
Yeah, I love Vegas tomorrow.
Let's go. Double lock on these Rebs. Next up, Colorado's in Tucson taking on the Wildcats.
This is too much.
Really? I'll lay it.
Arizona's got Iowa State Big Monday coming up.
I'm not betting this, but I will lay it.
Give me the points at Colorado. Fringe lock.
Clark is right. The Thomas and Mack used to be jumping. I mean, that was old time Vegas. And you talk to anybody that is old time Vegas, they will bring that shit up. How great UNLV used to be. And I hope it comes back. I've always thought they were a sleeping giant in basketball and football. I don't know why. They need to go off the strip though. Their football stadium's right on the strip. I don't know. Like they need someone that, like, with all due respect, I don't think it's exciting. Kevin Kruger is not like exciting. And I say this as someone that's met him and he's a nice guy, but
They gotta get some pop.
that's what I'm saying. Like there's a guy there's a guy for that job that could destroy it, in my opinion. All it takes, like, Musselman would have been great there. If Musselman had gone to UNLV, like that shit would fit to me.
Will Wade.
Yeah, Will Wade, that would be great. He's on. You know what? Kruger's on the hot seat too, man.
Oh fuck yeah, he hasn't been to a
Yeah,
tournament.
he's
yet.
on the hot seat. So
UNLV.
yeah.
I mean, he needs to get. Honestly, he's gonna get fired if he doesn't go to the tournament.
He's had the talent to be able to get there too.
Yeah, Chris Beard was at UNLV for what, 48 hours?
Yeah,
That would have been, dude. He would have had them nasty. Yeah. Stetson is at Bellarmine. All right. What is this line? We got to bet Bellarmine. Stetson just made a fucking 55-footer to win the game.
-1.
Oh, lock.
This is the
Lock.
one. This is
This
the
is
one.
the one. This might be the best play of the whole fucking night.
Them and the Citadel.
Bellarmine is winning this thing by a strong 7 or 8. Let's go.
Alarming Citadel parlay. The 0-8 teams.
I didn't
at
bet
home.
the Citadel, but the more you talk, the more I might bet that shit. You know what? Add in a late lock of me betting the Citadel.
Go.
Let's go. Shout out to Kevin Marshall, FCS Nation Radio.
Hey, and Stony Brook. Those three. The 3 winless teams at home laying 1 point. Bellarmine, Citadel, Stony Brook. All
Yeah, but Stony
Yeah.
Brook's also playing another winless team. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the other 2 are playing a 1-win team. It's not like they're playing a fucking big-time opponent here.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Bellarmine's the one.
Yeah, I like Bellarmine.
The Tops are at the Bear Claw in Huntsville, Texas, taking on Sam Houston. What is this line?
Sam Houston's laying 3. I mean,
if they don't,
I actually think the Tops can beat them though.
I think we
If
should
Sam
bet
Houston-
the Tops.
If Sam Houston doesn't get this one, bury him alive. All done.
I'll
think
take the Tops.
I
No
think-
bet. No bet though.
I think the Tops are desperate. They haven't played well. They've lost 2 in a row.
They're a better basketball team than Sam Houston State.
Yeah, I'm going to bet Western Kentucky. They're going to win. They have not. What's their record on the road? They are so due for a road win.
They are on the road. They are
2-6.
2-6.
They haven't won a league game on the road. They're winning tomorrow. What? Western Kentucky outright.
I'm not going to lock it, but I'll pick it. Mac locking up the Tops of Western Kentucky. Next up, Georgia, Florida, the Snow White Festival. Mike Snow White back to the scene of the crime. I ate shit taking Georgia the past 2 years. When they went to Gainesville.
He's covered both. He backdoored the shit out of last year.
I think I called for the money line though.
Yeah.
I think I called for the money line in one of those.
Let's bet Georgia.
I will. 10.5 is steep, man. 10.5 is steep.
I think the money line is actually live in this one because I think their physicality can bother Florida. Drag it in the mud. Let's go, Mike White.
Yeah, so last year they went to overtime
it was
in
overtime.
Athens and then lost by 6 in Gainesville. The year before that, they lost by 10 in Athens and 7 in Gainesville. So they've kept it close within this number for sure in all the games so far in the series with Mike White in Athens. So
Yeah, double lock on these dogs.
I'm taking the Gators.
Oh, battle. We got a battle, huh?
I'm not betting it, but
Oh,
I'm taking the Gators.
this
Plus
guy,
4,
wow,
plus 425 on the money line. Georgia outright tomorrow.
This
Let's go,
fucking
dog.
guy.
Let's go, dog.
I think the whole fucking place knew you would be taking the Gators if you weren't going to bet it.
Come
Hey,
on, Jack. Come on, take the Gators. Bet it.
this guy.
Georgia's winning tomorrow.
Damani,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Hanlodton's playing more than like 8 minutes. Put
I
me
like
on
that of stalling off the chemistry, though. I like
Yeah,
that.
in a way that it kind of does. So
And Georgia just fucking gave away that Arkansas game on the road.
they did. Well, the refs also took it from them too. So.
Correct.
Asheville is in Charleston, South Carolina, taking on these Buccaneers. Bomb ass logo. What's this line?
3.5, and I'm running away from it. I mean, this line stinks.
I'll take Asheville.
I'll take Charleston Southern. They've been covering these short numbers.
I'm not going to bet this though.
Yeah,
but,
no bet.
yeah. Prairie View is in Montgomery, Alabama, taking on Bama State.
Alabama
this?
State minus 7.5.
Give me PV.
I'll take PV. No bet.
Florida A&M is in Lorman, Mississippi, taking on Alcorn State.
We should fade FAMU.
What is this number?
Alcorn's laying 5.5. Lay it.
We should bet this. Let's bet this. Let's bet this one.
Do you want to bet this one? All right.
Alcorn minus 5.5.
They are off a fluke 30 point.
Alcorn minus 5.5. Let's go. Double lock. Bethune, my boys, heading into Jackson, Mississippi.
Shout out to the SWAC for playing all their games at once. Jackson State's laying 1.5, and they're
This is a good game.
they're both 4-1. Nobody will watch it though.
Yeah. Well, because we got to pay for it, right?
Yeah, and they could have played it on a fucking tonight.
I would watch this if they just didn't make us pay for it. Give me Bethune, no bet.
We knew you'd take Bethune.
Yeah.
Give me Jackson State. I like Jackson State.
It's a good game. I really want to watch this. I hope it's on national TV though. They have HBCU Go for some of these games on Saturday and Sunday.
I can tell you right now, it's not on national TV tomorrow.
That's some bullshit.
Well, I mean, they
Who's
should. Who's
calling the shots?
They should play on Friday and Monday.
I mean, I would be happy if they played it just this game. I would watch this fucking game on one of the ATVs.
This game's not even on ESPN Plus tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know who's doing the deals for them. I don't know if they're getting shit on, but it's nonsense because it's like you try to cover the fucking sport. We watch like 4 SWAC games a year and they're all when they're playing Iowa State or something. So it sucks in that regard.
Big 12 manipulation of the net.
There goes Bieniek. Yep, Iowa State's a fraud. They just beat the shit out of everybody. Also,
Manhattan is in Emmitsburg, Maryland, taking on Mount St. Mary's. Of course, it's a 1.5 point spread.
I'm telling you, the Patriot League, the MAAC, and the NEC, 1.5.
Give me Manhattan. No bet.
Wait a minute, didn't they just play the other night?
Yeah, in overtime, right? Didn't it go to overtime?
We got a doubleheader action.
Didn't the Mount win? Who won?
Yeah, the Mount did win by 9. Yeah, give me.
Wait,
Manhattan.
that went to overtime though, didn't it?
No, it didn't. That was Fairfield. Different
Okay.
Northeast team.
The other night was January 10th, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the other night though, dude.
Well, I mean, there was 4 games ago.
Yeah,
it's close enough. I don't know. All these together now.
All right, I'll ride with Mount. Switch my pick. No bet.
No bet.
Yeah. Delaware State is taking on Maryland Eastern Shore. What is this line?
5.
Give me Delaware State.
Give me Eastern Shore. How many people you think bet this game? Just out of curiosity.
Got to be alums.
Yeah. I always wondered that. Like buried on a 160 game slate.
The next time I'm at Circa, I'll ask Derek Stevens this.
That's a great
one
question.
one of the coolest things was me and Terrell were hanging out with Derek a couple years ago in Vegas. We're watching opening week of college football.
Yeah.
And he actually like shows Derek pulls out his
iPad.
I don't know if I think it was his iPad. I don't think it was like his iPhone. But he shows me because I was like, I knew he's a Lions fan, but I was like, who else, who you got in college football today? He's like, this is who I get. And what's great is, he'll have a cocktail too. Hey, motherfucker, this is who I got. And he shows me this, and you're seeing the money on each one. He's like, we need this team to win. We need this team to win. We need this team to win. And it was fascinating to me because it was like, man, beside your favorite team, he's a huge fan of all these other teams for that day. And I don't blame him because there's like millions of dollars at stake. It was cool to see. I'll say that it was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. So, yeah,
it's wild. That place, if you have not been to Circa, that place is the GOAT. I mean, that place is the best.
It is perfect. Any sports fans got to go there.
Yeah.
Next up,
pool. I mean, the pool's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
All the games on. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah. Evansville is in Valparaiso, Indiana. What's this number?
Valparaiso is laying 7.
What? It's a big number. In-state battle.
They've lost 4 in a row too.
Give me the Purple Aces.
And they both have lost 4 in a row, so it's fitting. Yeah, Valpo wins by 6. Yeah, I'm with you. Take the points. No bet. I'm not betting Evansville on the road.
South Carolina State is in Durham taking on Lavelle. This is a good game, man. Well, I mean, I say it's a good game but Central has been a disappointment to me this year. But coming into the year, I thought it would be a good game. I know they have the same record almost, but
yeah.
What's this number?
I saw it. I think Lavelle's laying 1.5.
Give me Central. They're telling you. Because I think State's the better team this year.
I'm taking South Carolina State. No bet, though.
JMU is at Georgia State in Atlanta. JMU's laying 8.5.
Should we bet JMU?
I was thinking we should bet Georgia State.
I think JMU is way better coached.
I can't lay 8.5 with this year's JMU though. I don't think they're that good.
All right, I'll fly solo. Give me the Dukes.
Yeah,
I think they're going to start finding them.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Dukes. Shout out to John Phillips who talked about the Westgate. We had a room at the Westgate before too, and we'll be there. I mean, traditionally our SGPN will all be at Westgate. I'm making the assumption that we'll be there yet again for the opening days. I had some people DM me recently about this for the opening of March Madness. I'm making the assumption we'll be back at Westgate. I'm fairly certain our connects have been there for a while. So if you're in Vegas for the opening days of March Madness, come say what's up, buy you a beer.
And Colby wants the cushioned seated room this year. We'll see if we get it.
I don't think we're gonna. I mean, I don't know. I think we stay with what it is, but I do want that. That was better. I think we're in the theater again, though. I think we're gonna be in the theater again because that's just our guy. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in the Westgate, just hit us up though. We'll be out there in Vegas. We'll be at Circa no matter what, doing our show. But anyway. Next up, Arlington, Abilene Christian. AC is laying 1.5.
Let's take Arlington.
Yeah, that's off a rivalry game.
Abilene got the big. Finally got the big.
Yeah.
Arlington
Let's go. Yeah, shout out to Michael Hoffer. He was there. Theater was sick. Also, shout out to Gus Johnson, who's bringing the how do I say this again? Venezia's Pizza.
Venezia's,
Venezia's Pizzeria. Johnny, yes. Bring that shit. Let's go. I think I'm not sure where they're at. We'll be in touch with them. If you're in Arizona, Venezia is the best pizza you could fucking find. Check it out. Double lock on UT Arlington.
Yeah.
Drake is at Missouri State. Drake's laid 8.5. Guess what? I will lay the 8.5.
I think so too. This is a fringe lock. So you want to bet Drake? I kind of think Drake drills them.
Yeah, I'll go.
Let's go.
Drake minus 8.5. Double lock. Next up, this game's awesome, by the way. What's this line? This is a great game. ETSU -5?
Yeah.
I'm going to bet Chattanooga.
Yeah. They gave away that game the other night. I think they pop up here. We get a 1-possession game. I like
Chattanooga. This is the rail rivalry. This is a big-time rivalry. Chattanooga, ETSU. The Mocs are getting 5. Give me the 5. Let's go. Robert Martin saying, love the logo. It should be a tattoo. Which one? The Chattanooga one? Or I think he's saying the ETSU one, right? Chattanooga one. That's a bold tattoo. Oh, I love it. He's saying the Chattanooga one. I like it. I like it.
Nougat, baby.
Let's go. NJIT. The Highlanders are heading to Guilderland, New York. Albany's laying 11.5. Give me the technology in New Jersey.
I think so too. Albany had an overtime game the other night.
And then I can't wait for your answer on this one. Weber State is at the Nest, taking on the Hornets of Sacramento State. Weber State is laying 3.5. What could go wrong?
Sac State just won
at the Nest. They're actually 5-6 at the Nest. They're not terrible at the Nest. They've only won one road game all year.
3 against non-D1 opponents.
Still, those non-D1 opponents are probably better than Weber. Is this where we finally get on these Wildcats?
Yep. Like a Weber again. Take this roller coaster. We're going to ride it till the end of the year.
I think I'm with you on this one. Let's go. Double lock on Weber State. Sorry, Clark.
He just lay down and get beat by Sac State and Oregon State. That's like an all-time low for this program.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them, come on, like pop up.
The fact I got to put this on my TV right now or tomorrow is going to bother me. Next up, Belmont is in Murray, Kentucky. Fun game.
Yeah. OVC.
What's this line?
Murray's laying 4. I got a bet.
Murray.
You went out there.
I was thinking Murray, but I'm not sure.
I like Belmont, man. Belmont has traditionally played really well at Murray. Rivalries back to the OVC days. It's usually a one-possession game. I think you get Belmont coming off a tough Bradley loss, bounce back here on the road, catching points against Murray, who I think is up and down. Give me Belmont. Let's go.
Not going to bet this, just going to watch it and enjoy it, but give me Murray for what it's worth. Mac locking up the Bruins of Belmont.
My former arch nemesis, both of them.
This game's fantastic. Coppin State rivalry game is at Morgan State. Morgan State's laying. I'm seeing 8.5 now.
Jesus,
that is a huge number. But then again, they did win by 18 the last time they played. Coppin is 0-13 on the road.
Coppin's fucking awful.
They have been playing better of late, though.
I know. Give me the points. Long layoff.
I'm taking the points too. Should we bet this?
No.
8.5 is fucking steep for Morgan State. How many other teams in America would Morgan State be laying 8.5?
Some of these teams are so fucking stupid that they don't know when they're down 6-7 with 10 seconds, the game's over. Coppin State's one of those teams. They would foul their way out of the cover. Fucking idiots.
I'm taking the 8.5. I may bet this. I may fucking bet this. Mojo says, who bets these bum ass games on a Saturday? You're looking at me, myself.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar. Because I understand how the bastard thinks. I taught him. Now I own one.
Yeah. I'm thinking about betting Coppin. Might just be betting Coppin.
I'm cheering you on.
I'll tweet this out if I bet it. It's a no bet right now, but it's on the fringe page.
You're gonna tweet it out, and everybody's gonna say, "What the fuck is that?"
DePaul is at Henkel. Butler's laying 5.5.
Lay it. Ohio State coaches, Thad and Holtman. Bieniek, who we taking?
Thad. Play
the
it.
under.
DePaul
Under
money line.
144.5. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm betting DePaul.
You're betting it. Wow.
Yeah, give me Holtman, man. I think these guys are playing for him. Butler, I can't say the same.
Moneyline Mac locking up these blue balls. These RuPaul blue balls.
Two UConn games too. That was a max effort game.
Temple is in San Antonio, Texas. Just a stupid game, but laying 2.5. Temple needs to join the Big East. They fit in the fucking Big East.
They're better than fucking DePaul.
But keep your football program. See UConn for that.
We should bet Temple.
I do think Temple's better. I just worry about the effort. Like, how much do they care about going to San Antonio to take on the Roadrunners?
Well, they stayed out there. This is the second game of the double road trip. They lost by exactly the number the other night.
Yeah, let's take Temple.
My worry is they're going to win by exactly the number. It might be 2, but I think that they're going to win by 4 or 5. So I'll bet Temple with you. Let's go.
Temple minus 2.5. Load up.
I love these people in the chat that say DePaul sucks. Butler sucks. They both suck.
Butler does suck. And I'm taking Butler, but Colgate is in DC taking on AU. The system. What is the system telling us right now?
I think Colgate's only laying 2.5. 2.
Perfect. Give me Colgate minus 2. You got to stay consistent. If you're going to do the system, you got to be there when it's not popular. Mac?
I'm not being popular. I'll battle you. Give me American. We're going to have a tie here. I'll take Colgate when they're at home. Toothpaste.
I'm with American. Give me the Eagles.
Bieniek. It's Bieniek's team here.
Yep.
We got a battle. Dundee on Colgate. Bieniek, Mac on AU. Shout out to Clark's mother's alma mater. There we go. I saw Bob Dylan at AU once. Next up, Oregon in Minneapolis. This is a stupid game too. Oregon's laying 5.5. At
4.
What? We got to take the barn. One of the best home environments.
I want to take Oregon.
Why is this down to 4 though? What the fuck is this number?
I mean,
Cocktail napkin might need some recalibration, but it's got it at Oregon minus 2.5.
What? All right. That explains it. I'm locking Oregon. Minnesota has won outright on the money line back-to-back games here. We think they're going to win a third straight?
It's a stupid game. I'm not betting a fucking thing on these stupid
betting
games.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon ain't going through the motions here. Oregon actually is better on the road. They've lost all their games at home. I think Oregon puts it on and wins by double digits.
I'll take Minnesota for what it's worth, but
there ain't
no
going to be
bet.
anybody at this game.
Nah, Oregon's a big enough brand.
Hey, why won't there be anybody at the game, Matt? Is the barn not a good environment?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Michigan? They got their ass court stormed out there. You can't shit the barn. You got court stormed at the barn.
That wasn't a court storm. That was a court sprinkle, court dust. That was worse than Detroit's court storming 2 years ago.
Oh, stop it.
That was
the best court storming ever. That was the court storm. One person.
You had that horrible take about the barn all year, and then you got your ass fucking beat there. It was fitting.
Oh, that take has not just been for this year. Trust me.
It was building.
Man, I'm tempted to battle you. I just don't want to play this fucking stupid game. Mac locking up Oregon minus 4.5.
They're due for a dud. Minnesota, in my opinion. I'll be a chalky guy here.
TCU is heading to the very golden Knights of UCF, and I will bet UCF minus 4.5.
Wow, this slide's very gold.
It's very golden. The amount of money, the It's like finding a pot of gold, golden gold. Might go to the Golden Corral with my winnings. Mac, what are you doing here?
What do you think of the people that are tuning in for the first time? They're like, who's this troll that keeps popping in and out and saying shit? That's Bieniek, everybody. I love UCF here. TCU just won at Baylor, played a hard game against Kansas. Now they got to go down to Bounce House. UCF rolls, double digits. Let's go.
Double lock on these very golden, shiny fucking Knights. Next up, Gulf Coast is heading to EKU. What is this line?
Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast is laying 1.5, and I want to go back to the well here. I think Eastern Kentucky wins.
I was about to say I'm on EKU.
Yeah, let's bet it, man.
Yeah.
They lost as an 11-point favorite, bounce back against a up and down Gulf Coast team.
Double lock on EKU. John Phillips asked if there's a Golden Crown in California. Yes, there is. See, California is one of these states where it's a very interesting state. I don't think people realize the size of it. So California, you get out to like where did I play that Tecmo Super Bowl tournament? That's a great story of me being pissed drunk, taking on a bunch of sober people, fucking them up at Tecmo Super Bowl. Like out by Pomona, they have that shit, dude. And once you go out, like California it's interesting because like you assume like everything is left. It's definitely not the case. Only in like LA and San Francisco, and I guess like some of your college towns, but
the cities.
It's a wild place as far as like from my growing up on the East Coast and then going out there. It was very shocking to me, different places that I was in Huntington Beach once seeing some crazy, shit, like a march down the streets, like fucking American History X style. And I was just like blown away by that because I was like, whoa. And this is like within like, if you go in the middle of the night, you can be within LA or within very urban areas. It's a trip. I would say it's not what you think it would be, but it's also just all over the place. Like from all religions to like, there's parts that are heavy Mormon. It's an interesting state. It's literally like all 51 flavors or 31 flavors, whatever the fuck they say, Baskin Robbins. But yeah, is it 51? Is it 31? See, there is a JPZ knows what I'm talking about. There is one in Pomona. See? And I didn't go there, but I remember, I think driving past on the 10, is that the 10 or is that the 210? I don't remember, but, yeah, I was there in Pomona, but California, you get all different. Like you can go to like to the sticks of California. What's that town like Blythe or is that Arizona?
Blythe.
Out by the Arizona border, you will feel like you do not feel like you're in fucking California. I stopped in some towns over there that it can get, and same with Northern California too. You go by like north of or Fresno even, or like north of Fresno, you're in some strange places. It's an interesting place. You get a little, it's not what I feel like people on the East Coast just assume it's like kumbaya and everything, but it's you get a big difference and a lot of different from politically, it's all over the place. Next up, Utah State at Air Force.
Should I go back to the well here?
What is this number?
14.5, same as the other night.
I will take Utah State.
You think they get up again?
Air Force isn't any good, man. It pains me to say that. I wish the best for Air Force. It's just you can't have a fucking fighter pilot that's like 7'4".
They have the rematch with UNLV on deck. I kind of want to play Air Force.
I'm not playing it. Yeah, that's you.
Staples, lock it up.
One line mag, lock it up, Air Force.
Lose by 9.
Next up, Ball State in DeKalb. Taking on Northern Illinois.
Speaking of winless,
what is this number?
I think Ball State's laying like 7.5 or something. 7. Lay it.
I'll lay it too.
Northern Illinois is a loser program. Like, they suck.
Either by birth or by choice.